Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris, Roma, Invicta. Again, reminder, starting this week I'm going to try and get you all 3 parts of the series a week, just because I want it to actually progress quite far before it is inevitably forced to end as a result of Stellaris 2.0 and mod incompatibilities, even if I roll back, because a lot of mods will probably just update straight to 2.0. I don't think many mod creators are going to create a separate mod specifically for 2.0, but we'll see, depending on the mod. Some of them might decide to make a version for 1.9 and a version for whatever the latest version of Stellaris is. We'll see. I've got no idea. Luckily, none of my mods, I think, would really matter specifically in that regard, so yeah. Because they're just species pack, or 2 species mods, so they should be relatively safe without me needing to do any work. Also, a quick reminder that link in the description to a Typeform survey for you all to answer regarding which of the two Stellaris series ideas that I've come up with for Stellaris 2.0. You guys get to basically decide which one gets done, or at least which one gets done first, because in theory I'll probably eventually do both. It's just one would get done before the other, depending upon which one wins the vote. So, yes. Also, feel free to give any titles or like a name for the series in the comment section if you've got an idea for one of them. Just let me know which of the 2 it's for, and then what the series name is that you think would be a good fit. And if I end up deciding to use one of the ones that you guys give, I'll give you credit in the credits at the end of the video, obviously. So yeah, it's up to you guys though if you want to go ahead and do that or not. I do actually also have some of my own ideas for the titles, so yeah, it's not like I'm asking you guys to do basically my job for me in that case. But some of you might come up with better ideas than I can, so figured why not go ahead and let you all also try and throw your hat in the ring for coming up with a series name. Okay, we're gonna get our battleships soon. I'm gonna go ahead and actually move my fleet down here to Bugfish, because why the hell not? And we're gonna try and annex these guys in their entirety. Actually, can I annex them in their entirety? That is the first question I should ask, because it's kind of important. Because immediately after this war, I don't think the Zenit suzerainty is going to be particularly pleased with me. Yes, I believe I can with a couple of points to spare. Yes. Okay. So I could, in theory, go and get the Muban Empire to hand over... No, really. I mean, I seriously can't get them to hand over their vassal to me? That seems a little... Oh, no. Who... Yeah, apparently I can't get these guys to basically hand a vassal of theirs over to me, which seems kind of silly to me, but whatever. I think I should be allowed to do that. My other choice is to humiliate... Well, I can't humiliate, because I have to declare war directly on the Muban Empire to humiliate them. Because for whatever reason, the humiliate causes belly only works for the person you're declaring war on. Personally, I find that absolutely stupid, but whatever. In theory, making these guys a tributary would effectively have the same result as turning them into my vassal, because they would be under me in theory, no longer under the Muban Empire. But I could also force them to liberate some of their worlds, which would put them with my ethos. And in theory, I could then turn them into a vassal. Although they are kind of far away, so they probably aren't going to be too inclined to accept, for one thing. So we'll see. I think I'm going to wait, though, until I have all of these researched. So we'll design a battleship. I might try and queue up a couple of those to be sent out, but I don't think it's going to actually happen. Or I don't think we'll see any actual engagements with our battleships. And yeah, I'll try and get these 2.
System reconnaissance completed.
Good job, game. And once you're done, you go and do some upgrades.
breakthrough.
Okay, there's our battleships now. I can go ahead and research or see if we can find any Teldar crystals. I don't think I had any in my region of space in my personal game, which the resources should be exactly the same. But I believe the Ronian Consciousness had some. But again, I don't believe I had any, so this isn't a particularly useful research for me to personally research right this second. So I am actually inclined to go ahead and try and jump straight to our carrier, but that is 109 months. Hey, you know what? I think, fuck it, we're gonna do it.
System reconnaissance completed.
Our engineering research will get better. Plus, I get some sword research from... what is it? Is it 10%? I believe it is. Yeah, equal to 1/10 of our monthly gain when surveying planets. Which, yeah, basically just means 22, but that's fine. It's something. It adds a little bit more research. Oh, I should probably go and actually design our battleship now. Okay, and no, our battleship's going to be long range only. And no, it's not going to use lasers. And I'm going to have to pause the part here. Okay, sorry about that, I had to answer the phone. Hopefully the pause function in Bandicam doesn't fuck with the recording. I've never used it before. You guys have max range of 85 right now, so I'll just go and say do 80. Let me see. Let's just go for that. Because, to my knowledge, 80% damage reduction is considered the optimal amount of damage reduction that you should equip a ship with. And in fact, because there is much better armor as a result of TFW's bunch of ship parts mod, we'll be able to eventually get rid of even more of those armored things. And then, of course, we got the new Tronium ore, or whatever it's called, that adds like a plus 25% or something like that to armor. Did I save that? I think I did, yeah. Okay, good. But yeah, so eventually we'll be able to have very few armor pieces on our ships. But of course, sadly, the series may not go that far, or may not last that long. We'll see. Again, I am doing 3 parts a week, or at least I'm going to try to get you 3 parts every week. So we might actually be fine. We shall see, however. I don't want to make any guarantees on that. Let's go ahead and at least queue up a couple of battleships, because that will be helpful. Let's go for 6 for now. I want to clear the war until these are done, mostly just for the hell of it. This will let me liberate more planets from these guys, because I think that's what I'll end up doing.
Battle debris secured.
I am hopeful that they will be happy enough with me as a result of me liberating them, that they will, at the very least, not join the inevitable federation that's going to form against me. I am hopeful people will look and see my ethos and decide those guys are terrible human beings, or whatever species they are, and decide not to invite them to the Federation. Ooh, shit. That didn't happen before. Let's go ahead and drop our, drop the assault armies. I don't think our defensive armies will do a particularly great job. They're generally shit. Let's just be honest here. So, yeah. Defense armies are just straight up garbage. What do I want to do? Let's go and get the better shields. And in your case, I'm going to go ahead and get the advanced construction techniques, because it applies this stuff, the plus 35% to build speed and minus 20% to build cost, to the vanilla ship classes of Corvette, Destroyer, Cruiser, and Battleship. So that'll help us out with our battleships later for our second fleet, because I think our battleships of the first fleet will be all done. Good, and then that'll help to deal with unrest on the planet for a little while. So that's wonderful. Okay, well, I think we're as ready as we'll ever be, so I'm going to declare the war against you guys personally, but my war goals are going to be against these guys down here. Oops, it's not a W. And then Tulam Angoth and Nemendi. And I'm going to humiliate the Muban Empire. And now I need to find out what worlds I want to liberate. So their capital is up here. This, I believe, is technically closer to me. I think. So I'm going to go and liberate worlds over here. So, liberate. And it looks like it'll only be maybe 2 worlds. Yeah, I highly doubt I can squeeze in a third, but we can check just to be on the safe side. Nope, it's not possible for us to squeeze in a third. Yeah, definitely impossible. So I can liberate these 2 systems. That should make them weak enough to want to join or to become a vassal to somebody. Hopefully the fact that I liberated them will be enough to get them to be willing to become my vassal relatively quickly. I'll probably feed them some of the planets in that area in future wars. I don't think they're going to be a particularly useful vassal, though. It's mostly there just because I have a bunch of excess war scores, so these are going to be nice to have war goals. These 4 are my actual goals. The humiliate is just something we're going to probably end up doing anyway, and depending on how long the war takes, we will go ahead and snag these 2 as well. So let's go ahead and declare our war.
Standing by to commence offensive operations. Weapons free.
And let's go ahead and invade Candle Crush. Let's go ahead and upgrade the spaceports on all these other worlds.
System reconnaissance completed.
Pause the game while I do this because it's just easier. We need to upgrade all of these power plants.
Battle debris secured. Engaging alien spaceport.
Yeah, those missiles are worthless. They always will be. I don't think I'll get anything to really replace them. Because I don't want my carriers to be close to the front lines. And they don't get X slots. They don't even get large slots for the super carriers, so I'm fairly limited in the kinds of equipment I can give them. Now, I would love to take everybody off of Malik, but that's not going to be a thing, at least not right this second. Let's go ahead and bring our armies down here. According to the game, I can go ahead and land them there. And I can see why. They've only got 4 actual defensive armies there. And my dog is snoring in the background, so I hope you all enjoy that sound. There's nothing I can do about that. He likes to sleep in the office. And he's a very loud snorer.
Construction complete. Battle debris secured.
should probably go ahead and clear out some of these tiles. Whoops, power plant there. Okay, yeah, you guys can already land, that's fine. Jeez, seems a little bit louder than usual though, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and invade Candle Crush, which has a Betharian power plant. Also, sadly, actually, the modifier for this planet got nerfed at some point. I don't know when. When I originally found this world, it was a plus 70% to energy credit production. Seemingly, after that occurred, I think it might have even happened when I originally took over this world in the series. I don't know. I did not look at it back then. But yeah, at some point it changed now to a plus 30%, which is still useful, but it's not as useful. Okay, let's go ahead and take you and send you off to the next planet.
Ground objective secured.
Which will involve destroying a bunch of transport fleets, which is something I don't care about. Also, since targeting priority prioritizes military targets over transports, it's perfectly fine to actually have your transport fleets follow your combat fleets. Just make sure if you have to emergency FTL out of there that you get the transport fleets out first would be my best estimate, just to minimize the chance of them getting blown up. Now, we got a little bit of missile retargeting there as a result of the space, the defense platform or whatever it was exactly being destroyed.
Construction complete.
God, that's a slaughter. Not one of them got away. Which, you know, is perfectly fine for me. Not so great for them. Oops. And you guys going into orbit. I do get ticking war score because of the fact that I have the ticking war score mod enabled. Although that mod will be basically worthless come Stellaris 2.0 because there will pretty much always be ticking war score. I don't know why you guys are being marked with a check mark. That generally indicates that you're willing to go ahead and get off the planet, but that doesn't make any sense right now. You guys go ahead and land. You guys just make jumps down this way. Once you guys actually hit the deck, I'm going to take the combat fleet out of there.
Ground forces are dropping on target.
Because it's not needed to be down there anymore. Because fortifications don't come back when the planet is being invaded. Apparently this planet has toxic gas.
Sword 1 Actual reports all ground objectives secured.
Okay, and you guys go ahead and follow the combat fleet for now. This planet is upset for now, but they'll get less upset relatively soon. Exceptionally rich in minerals. Well, game, if you say so. I guess I just have to believe you. Very well, ready the positron charges. And that means go ahead and actually do your job, dude. You can go and deal with this stuff later. For now, positron bombard this planet because it supposedly is very rich in minerals. Oh, yes, and our battleships are ready to go. So I'm going to just try and group them together so that they don't get... Well, they're a little bit less likely to get blown up. Okay. Oh, and we found our actual combat fleet, which is great, and their biggest thing is a battle cruiser, which is great for me. Not so well, actually. Wait, is that right? Yeah, in theory, their largest thing is a battle cruiser. It just feels though it's weird because the battle cruisers and light carriers kind of look like they're similar sizes. And we should pretty much annihilate them. I don't think we'll take any losses. Maybe a strike cruiser or a destroyer.
Special project complete.
Aha, it was a success. So 9 minerals there. That's not terrible. And this admiral just gained the unyielding trait.
Construction complete.
Luckily, that's not going to prevent them from emergency FTLing out of here if they ever needed to. I don't actually typically end up needing to use that, though. And I certainly didn't have to use it at all in my test game. Which is obviously a nice thing.
Construction complete.
Where are you guys? Okay, you're going to be jumping into that system soon. Go ahead and finish surveying here, then go and do upgrades, and then go to Auto Explore. Where is it? This is the world I wanted to go ahead and look at again. You know what? Fuck it. We're just going to take everybody off this world. By now, these guys should have calmed down enough. Okay, guys, go ahead and land. Take this planet. Apparently, it has abominable predators.
Recon pass complete.
And there's our battleships getting into the formation.
Ground forces are dropping on target. Inbound message traffic.
And this machine, intelligence, wherever the hell they are. I don't know where you guys are. I don't think I've ever been able to really find you. Oh, that's why. Yes, yes. You're that tiny little guy that for some reason these guys decided not to annex. They decided to turn you into a vassal. Your guess is as good as mine as to why. You guys don't need food. You're machines. Food is worthless to you. But you know what? If you're going to give me energy credits for it, fine. I'll take it. You don't need it, though. The thing that I want to make abundantly clear is that it is absolutely worthless to you. But fine, you guys can have it. I hope their AI isn't building hydroponics farms. Because I know they can... well, they can't build hydroponics farms. But I know they can still get food. Oh. Huh. Okay. This world's gonna have to be taken over by 7 assault armies. I would have preferred 7 android. Or, yeah. Or, excuse me, robotic right now. We're not at android armies yet, not till we research synths. Which we won't be able to start researching synths until we get it in our role. Or as one of our options. You know what? We can afford. Let's go ahead and build 4 more battleships. We'll just go ahead and get the first fleet pretty much kitted out as I plan to have it kitted out. 10 of each class seems to do fine, though I will probably be dropping the destroyers eventually. They're just not worthwhile. Where are you going? You are merging with the fleet up here. I assume it's a tiny fleet, though. Apparently you lost them in our sensor, so they must have somehow jumped really quickly from here to here, and I've got a hard time believing that. So, I think the game's kind of BSing me there. Oh, no, they're merging with some fleet. This fleet, the Tribunal fleet, which is following the second hunting party, which I presume is the Muban Empire fleet. Wherever the hell it is. If you don't mind, please go and kill those guys. It's not absolutely necessary, but I would love for them to die. It's no real war score in this case, but it's just something to keep them off our back. So I want to conquer this stuff. I'll humiliate you guys, and if possible, I would, again, love to get the liberate some planets thing. Some of our strike cruisers are a little bit beat up, but they'll be fine. Oh yes, I forgot to show you guys off the fake flagship. So yes, here's our fake flagship. Oh, is it not going to let me actually build it? Huh. It's not actually going to let me select a section. Interesting. Okay, never mind then. You guys won't get to see our fake flagship. Although the actual model is the same as the real flagship that we'll be able to build further down the line. I don't know why it's not letting me... Oh, never mind. I know why. I need to research X-slot weapons before you can actually build a fake flagship. Ooh. I think you guys are probably going to need 2 assaults to take this world.
Construction complete.
They've sort of had the time to fortify it. The game says you can take it, so, I mean, I'll give you a chance. But I think the game always says you can take a world once it's at 0 planetary fortifications. Even if your chance of success is basically non-existent. However, I believe these guys don't heal when the world they're on is being bombarded, so I'm gonna retreat once we're at about 50% health.
Failed to secure ground objectives.
That's fine. Pretty sure their health doesn't regenerate. Their morale does, but not their health, so... Yeah, we're gonna have to do 2 assaults to take that world. Because we ended up using all of our robotic armies on the other worlds. So, whoops. Well, not really a whoops, but
Ships refitted.
it could be better. Oh shit. Found their fleet. It's going to Candle Crush. We'll go deal with it afterwards. Actually temporarily get the game up to 3 speed for a little bit. And you guys aren't quite at full health, but go ahead and try your assault again. Hopefully you'll kill some of the assault armies this time, if you don't mind.
Sword ground elements are dropping on target. System reconnaissance completed. Contact lost with all sword ground elements. The operation is a bust. Permanent communications have been established with an alien empire.
Ooh, who the hell are you guys? I don't recall ever meeting you before. Aha! You just came into existence. No, you didn't. You're a tributary, so that wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't believe I ever met you guys before, so... no idea who the hell you are.
Construction complete.
Yeah, taking this world's actually be a little bit more of a pain in the ass. They've had the opportunity to build more defensive armies here, and they actually built some here rather than the other worlds where it was basically forgotten about. Ew. Xeno awareness lobby. See, I don't want to take my fleet off this world to go and deal with the Muban Empire fleet. But this just shows you that I need to replace all my assault armies with robotic assault armies. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I've got 20? Yes, 20. So 10 there, 5 here, 5 there. Technically I could actually spread those out. It doesn't matter where they're built, but whatever. I prefer to build them all in the same system if at all possible. Just makes it easier to manage. I assume Candle Crush is, yeah, currently being bombarded. Did we see any... No, we haven't seen any transport fleets at least. But I am going to have to get up there to relieve Candle Crush. Once you're at full health, we're going to go ahead and drop you guys again. Oh, fine. We'll just wait till you're at full health then. Okay, now hopefully you guys will be successful this time. Some of you might be thinking, well, why don't you just go ahead and take people off of these other systems that I'm currently occupying? It's mostly just because then the enemy can just kind of waltz in there and take the world back. There we go. We're going to kill a couple of their armies. Make the next assault easier. Actually, might be cutting a little close, but I think we might be able to take them this time.
Ground objective secured.
Yep, that was close. Very close. Okay, well let's go ahead and knock out some of these other fleets real quick. So you go there, destroy that. The hell are you? Ah, you're at war with the Canoverse Purifiers. Why'd you feel the need to take this route? Wouldn't it be faster to just go through your own empire? Because then you're not getting the distance from friendly space penalty.
Construction complete.
Yeah. You got a 22% penalty because of how far away you are from friendly territory. And I'm pretty sure the way the game says friendly territory is just territory that you own, not necessarily empires that are friendly towards you. Which I think means they should rename that penalty. They should rename it to distance from owned space or something like that. Just something to indicate that it's territory that you own. Because it stands right now, it's kind of misleading. Because I'm pretty sure you still get that penalty even if you're flying through space that is owned by a Federation member. Well, I could be wrong.
Construction complete.
Okay, we're going to get the advanced construction techniques for vanilla ships. What do you guys use right now? Tier 3 railguns, Tier 2 missiles, and Tier 2 plasma. Yeah, you're not the greatest.
Science division report success.
Wonderful. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and get the alien zoo. So that I can finally actually get some of those tiles that don't have anything on them to do something productive. Mining network. Build a farm there. Build a farm there. I'm going to go ahead and move you over there now. And that's fine. Ooh, where's the hunting party going towards? I don't know where the hell the hunting party is going. Are you guys at war with somebody else? You are at war with somebody else. I assume this means that you're going to be going up here to one of the worlds currently owned by the Ronian consciousness, or at least that's my best guess. I don't know what world it is though. I don't know if search gives you planets, although maybe it does. Okay, well, it technically does in this case. Okay, you're going to one of your own worlds. Why is that? Is the Ronian consciousness fleet in that region? Maybe. I would love to destroy your fleet, so change of plans. We're gonna try to intercept you, if at all possible. Let's go and finish off the discovery tree for the plus 5%, or excuse me, plus 10% to research speed. I do feel as though you're not. Okay, well, maybe I assume you can't go through these guys' territory. That's why. So you're going to be forced to jump down to me. So you're going here, down to here. Okay, then. Let's jump up here and then turn back around. They're forced to go through here. They have no choice whatsoever. And here we go. Now, this is probably going to be a fairly close fight. I will probably lose some ships. And you guys get a pretty light show of red and green.
Construction complete.
Also, click the game down to fast speed.
Recon pass completed.
Things I lose should be the smaller vessels. My larger vessels should, for the most part, be fine. I don't think I'll bother replacing the destroyers, though. So our smallest ship will be the cruiser going forward. Okay, now you guys go home. Okay, let's see. Lost all my light carriers, which kind of sucks, but okay. So, let's see. I'm going to have you guys just build 5 here. Build 5 here. It's all my minerals. That's kind of going to hurt me a little bit. Yeah. But that's fine. I'm still going to try and liberate some of these worlds up here. Ticking war score is going to do wondrous things for us, to say the least. So we will get this stuff eventually. How long has this part been going for, actually? Oh, 38 minutes. Okay, let's go and end this part here. Okay, so that's going to be it for this part. I will see you on the next part. I'm going to go ahead and actually record it right now, just to make sure it gets recorded and you guys get 3 parts this week. I assume this next part should be the part where we finish this war. I might even go ahead. I think I can go through the Ronian consciousness space. Let's check that real quick. Yes, they don't have their borders closed to me because I have a defensive pact with them. So I can go and actually take the fight to the Muban Empire. And I might end up doing that, because otherwise it can take forever to get the ticking war score. So I'll probably go and blow up some of their spaceports and whatnot. So yes, I will see you all in the next part though. Quick reminder, if you enjoy the content on the channel, I got a Patreon. You don't have to become one, but it helps the channel out, because when you take into account the fact that I won't be getting any ad revenue from my videos come February 20th, because I'm unlikely to hit 1,000 subscribers by then. So yes, like I said, if you enjoy the content on the channel, feel free to become a patron. There's no requirement to do so, but it is helpful. Okay, I'm going to have to redo this save though now. Well, I don't have to technically, because I won't be loading that save. It's just there because, okay, whatever, never mind. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next part. Until then, a goodbye and farewell.